Onivia, League of Legends highlights.
The silence incredibly powerful. And again, more curveballs being thrown by the DRX bottom lane.
Oh, you love to see it. Going for the Soraka there. Normally in the Tahm-Kench lanes, I see the Varus Tahm actually get pushed into the Soraka.
A small advantage is going over to them, and now they're going to try to capitalize on them. Lahan's waiting in the brush, Piosik now going in. This should be an easy kill. There's just everybody in the bot lane. Surprise, baby! That's a Camille and first blood for DRX. That was...
Feel this.
There's... Varus Q does a lot of damage. Charge? Okay. All right. A minute. Right now, the gold within touching distance, 200 gold to the Ocean Drake on the side of DRX, really the only difference.
Death has no flash, he has to be careful.
Death walking away, the clans. Doran, is he just going to walk him down? The heal now coming in for the Soraka, is it going to be enough? He's trying to pinch the win. Oh! The 1-for-1? Doran, no! How does he do it? He makes it out even in the face of the heal.
This tower, big gold swing over to Gen.G.
Gen.G, no fear to step forward here, and we talk about the 2v2.
Just want to get this down as quick as possible. Can Peanut steal? Will DRX engage? The Tahm-Kench shield is crucial against the Sejuani, but Zeka can look to shuffle.
Still in the area. They're ready to flip this on the 50-50. He can go unstoppable over the wall if he needs to. Chovy. Can he find something? Varsalt is going to be big. Peanut now locked up, but that's the Tahm-Kench ultimate coming in. King is still in the pit. Chovy still in the pit. Looking to get it. He's going to lock it down. That's the jungler now going in. Zeka fishing, looking for an opportunity. The grand challenge issue. That's the two-man from Lahens. The follow-up now from Gen.G. They will take their kills and walk away happy.
DRX tried to take the... Def doesn't have the MF ult for the next 3 or 4 seconds, so he can't use it.
Breaking mid lane. Are they going to push for the second charge here?
MF ult's up now.
They can get that out before any other objectives are up. Feel pretty good. Just going to be the charge for now, a bit more potent.
Playing on 2 lanes.
With Piosik shadowing on the bottom side, maybe hoping to find a pick. It just means that the entirety of the top side jungle is off limits. Doran going to find the parry, now dashing out to safety. What's he going to get? Grand challenge, looking for multiple marks. Now going to get locked up in the Hextech, although Mayhem should just fall here. A little bit more healing. Is it going to be enough? Needs to dash forward, but nope, that's the shutdown. Hit him with the flail and walk away. G take control of mid.
Yeah, T1, of course, losing that game yesterday in game 1, but then bouncing back as the series progressed is a good example of that. So what DRX have done right now on the map is they've actually sent King in towards top. They know that bot side is a liability and they can't to your own benefit, but now it's 1-for-1 in towers so far. It might be 2-for-2, but Doran has flash. He's playing a very confident next to Lahens.
Really want to get this kill, but of course the Tahm-Kench being there stops it in its track. It's going to be tower for tower now.
It's been a consistent 4,000 gold lead roughly for Gen.G over the last 3 or 4 minutes. They're holding on to it. It's very hard for DRX to find Peanut paying respect as he waits for his World Championship AD carry to step up and be behind him on that 3-item spike. Now they'll start to move forward, so you expect Gen.G will start to push DRX back.
They see an opportunity, they want to get it because Deft is waiting over the wall, but keep your eyes on the ultimate. It could be big, but it is not enough. Leaping in now, Chovy diving to the back line, taking the ultimate away from King in and finding the kill. Just like that, Gen.G see their opportunity and they're right onto the Baron.
Ruler arrives and in a blink of an eye he starts to fight onto Piosik. Actually gets the kill in the roots, so Piosik can't even respond, do anything at all. Chovy takes away the Camille ult, E-Flash ult on top of Beryl. He has done that Dragon Pit, trying to trade it as an objective, try and find some kind of consolation prize, but now with this 1-3-1, Gen.G will start to...
They're going to grab a couple tier 2s, but short of a DRX mistake, very unlikely they'll grab anything else. That said, Lan's there to back up, waiting, going to go for the Devour, waiting out the timer. TP now coming in, Gen.G think they have their fight. Now it's the Camille that's been isolated instantly. Doran now leaping forward, grand challenge, stepping in, finding a bit more healing. DRX on the back split. Gen.G, they want more. They got the wave to back them up. A single cannon minion, Beryl locked down, Beryl taken out. Death to the Soraka. Now the single cannon minion, all that remains. Zeka gonna clear that one out. A new wave to come in, and Gen.G taking control of the mid lane.
Health bars are low, so Gen.G are gonna send their top jungle to force down this tier 2 on the top side while Ruler gets through this tier 3 in mid. DRX have thrown so many things at Gen.G, but they found a response to absolutely everything. And you can't really blame DRX. Their only plays this game have been overcommitting numbers out. Baron buff still up for the next 20 seconds. They didn't get the inhibitor and they're trying to push in a bot wave right now. Chovy doesn't have the TP, but there's the E.
Heads! He's just eating the top laner, doesn't even mind. He's a support, but he's got the team to back him up. Ruler gonna finish the job, and it is a slaughter in the DRX jungle.
It is clean, calm, and consistent from Gen.G. We talked about how stable and reliable their carries are, while their team is as well. Little to no mistakes.
Locked down, Zeka, the knock-up now coming in. The Soraka healing will not be enough. DRX have yet to find a win against Gen.G, and this game is not the game where it'll happen. Absolute dominance from Ruler, from Chovy, from the entirety of Gen.G.
37 seconds, Lahens pops the stopwatch, manages to live through the ultimate. Does he die? No, he doesn't.
Forward, Def locked up, instant cleanse, not enough!
This Varus
taken down, and We talked about it. This is what makes Gen.G terrifying. The consistency and execution. It is top tier, flawless League of Legends.
You can't fault it, can you? Sejuani actually still up, interesting enough.
Debating the option is, can't go for Sejuani instead. The Ornn. Piotrek is looking for this angle. Camps are being cleared. He is betting so much just to be here. He reveals himself on the bottom side. Beryl immediately flashing forward, waiting on the binding, but the binding goes wild. Ahead, still standing. One, looking for more stacks in the mounting dread, but they cannot find the kill. Only the summoner spell and Ruler firing back. Oh man, he's a monster.
The 2v3 turned in favor for Ruler. This should be an easy first blood tower, and this gold lead will go in favor of DRX. So bot lane has fallen apart, but they've now relied on Zeka. Are they going to keep going here? They see Doran top. They know Peanuts on Dragon, but they are going to back away.
Fishing with the charm, they will not find it, but it is on the back of Zeka. The individual advantage he was able to build, that they are able to use that Herald the mid lane. Now Deft walking down, trying to zone away. Piotrek on the way in. Is he just going to smite it? Baiting, taking it out.
No one had smite. Nobody had the smite. That was really awkward stare down. Peanuts
trying to make sure the enemy AD carry gets absolutely as little CS as possible. Goodbye to that cannon. Making sure this one out. Second Herald about to spawn. They will turn their sights towards the top side of the map instead. Don't really feel like they need the dragon stacking as a win condition. And Infernal set up the pseudo front line. Use the traps. Gain point control they can. Right now fishing. Ruler, you're gonna get caught out over the wall. Zeka desperate to get a sidestep on the Lux. That's the Youmuu's Ghost Blade. The extra movement speed, taking him out to safety. Gen.G pulling back for now. Brief pause. 5K. Dragon getting lower. Junglers with smites this time around, wanting to go in, wanting to get a little bit more. Who will take it? In the end, it's ticking, it's resetting, but the Kindred will smite it and take it down, and now the fight turns. It's Kingen on the backside. DRX standing, 4 members strong, pushing in. They want to break Gen.G. Kingen going over the wall will get locked up. Nobody.
Gold. Top tier 1, bot tier 1. They just need side push. It's a very different game from game 1. Beryl.
Locked down, Beryl clean binding over the wall. Ruler coming in, Peanut flashing to the side. Beryl flashing out to safety, knowing the ult would be the end of him. Ulti will not
look at
connect.
Zeka, look at Zeka. TP behind, that's King.
It's going to be
Peanut's in trouble.
This would be everything. Peanut running. Kicking off to the side, the Beryl's going to be big. Zaka now leaping forward. Zaka trying to land everything. It looks like he's going to take down Lahed. Lahed still standing. Lahed still alive. Peanut finding, but Kingen finding one. Kingen looking for a few more, baby. That's the power of the Gragas, and Piotrek will live to see another day. Blocking him down the dash forward, the traps, it just keeps coming, but it's Chovy up to the side with the Lux Laser, big damage, but not enough to finish the kill.
Oh, on the tip, they're almost falling to Gen.G, who will pick up this tower. Lux Laser won't be enough to slow down the push. Binding connects, trap connects, all the damage lands onto him. The E there, 90 caliber net to get the auto attack in. The ultimate means that
picture in picture, live screen, the play now going out. Peanut may have been caught out again, leaping forward, that's gonna be the pick! DRX,
that's massive. DRX are gonna push in mid, that's a free tower.
Gonna be big. DRX, the siege now continues. The power of the Caitlyn finally online. The sieging potential of the double 80 carries. They will break.
Pushing onto this top tier 2. Gen.G have to fight this though. They're gonna be on soul point. There's the TP. There's the double TP. DRX on the dragon.
Peanut off to the side. He wants to make it over the wall. He wants to steal it, but it will not happen yet. Doran in enemy territory. DRX taking their third.
Cores. Chovy getting close to that Rabadon's. Forces will come through. DRX need to keep mid push though. Piotrek in trouble.
For an angle. Piotrek locked down the snare. Surely going to connect now. Piotrek can throw down the Lamb's Rest, but it's Doran from over the wall. Piotrek sidestepping. The healing now going to come in. Oh! But the combo is clean. Ruler and Peanut stand together. Collateral damage. The arrow from Varus. They will find the enemy jungler.
Incredible range for poke onto Beryl. Zeka has the ultimate. Kingen is back here. Lehens and Ruler looking for a target. Ruler no flash though.
Ruler caught out, knocked back into the wall. It's gonna be a big laser, but it won't finish the job. It's just a support Lux. Doran getting pushed out of this one, and again, they don't have the damage to force the Baron, and DRX know it, so they move into the pit. They are fishing for the kill. Zeka leaping forward, looking to lock Doran down. The flashback of the wall, but it's Chovy on the backside, but it's Chovy in turn who will be locked up. He's ignited. He dashes out. He's ready to dash back in, but it was not the right call. The shutdown for Deft.
Zeka though. Zeka's going for an incredible flank around the side. Ruler has no flash. This could be a big.
Has the cleanse,
this could be a
big damage. The clutch over the wall. Only the fall of Ruler. Taken out of the fight, but they don't quite have the damage to finish him. Now instead, turning back to Doran, taking the Ornn out of the equation. The ulti will hit nobody. Zeka, Ruler! Zeka! Remember his name! It was his landing advantage. It was his charm, and it was his charm again. But Peanut can be the difference maker. He can look to turn it, but he will not take the risk. Instead, it will be Infernal for DRX.
And they're gonna move towards the Baron, and they're gonna get this top tier 1. Gen.G realize they cannot enter the top side of the map, so they'll try to pressure instead. Kingen has the TP, they might get this bot tier 3, but DRX will get so much more. The dive coming in though.
They overstayed. Kingen is now going to make it out. They need to trade this back for a major objective. Deft and Pyosik burning through it as quickly as they can, but now it's all high-stakes League of Legends. Every single choice putting them closer and closer to death. Gen.G taking the inhibitor, the parent. Now going to be the trade in the end, the Baron and the Infernal for a single inhibitor. DRX feeling good at the end of the day.
Falls and DRX rise.
A beautiful, beautiful play. You can see the joy, the elation on the faces of the DRX staff. But again, remember,
DRX have been through the trenches to get here. So many 5-game series, regional and international. Up against
attention instead, everybody is recalling on the side of Gen.G. DRX have caught their opponents sleeping. And we'll look to take this inhibitor down, uncontested. But meanwhile, on the bottom side of the map, it is Peanut. Peanut trying to get a little bit more done. It's the 1v1 versus the top laner. Does he have the power? But no. Kingen just trying to buy time, just playing, maximizing the value out of the Infernal Soul procs.
Yep, he's playing around his cooldown.
It is Chovy on the bottom side. Chovy pushing for more. Chovy potentially looking to try and end or just at least leverage this wave in the bot lane, take open and take down that exposed inhibitor.
This is great from Chovy. They should be able to pick up this in. If DRX have to force this, Zeka stayed. He could look to end. DRX need to get this down quickly. Chovy doesn't have the TP, but he could end the game. Kingen's here. No TP. It's a 4v4.
As well, they're trying to force the fight. It could all come down to a 50-50. Pyosik versus Peanut in the pit, but they're trying to zone him away. Doran already getting chipped away. Chovy running the fight to the side of DRX. Redemption coming down, but Peanut, no! He's buying time. Pyosik, you madman, you genius, holding on to hope. A lamb's respite, indeed, buying the dragon a brief break so they can take it down in the end. But still, Chovy remains standing. One man versus the world. Will he be enough?
Never one without the other. Pyosik on Kindred keeps the dragon alive. Peanut smites into the Lamb's respite. DRX are looking to end this game to death. 1v2 against Ruler Land. Barrels behind him.
No inhibitor this time. DRX and Deft will take the Elder, and they will take their first game off of Gen.G in 2022. Like the Varus, it is not something like a GP ult, but it will feel strong. Kali feels like it must be the pick. Zeka will allow.
I don't think they can dive now. He used to cut Cookie. I don't know if they have the damage to kill this Sejuani. We're about to find out. Level up will help as well. Doran's holding the wave to make it so Kingen or Pyosik has to tank. It will crash though.
Last game, the first gank for Pyosik was a disaster. Will this one be better? The Ignite now ticking down, tagging the tower, and first blood for DRX.
Easy does it. Bot push into mid to help out Chovy when he's trying to crash waves into Zeka. A lot of things they can use here. They can even use it for a Herald, but look top again, Doran.
There it is, Pyosik stepping forward again. Now Doran in trouble, Doran taken down. On the bot lane, it's the best of the time. In the top lane, it's the worst. The tale of two lanes here.
This bot side river to help out his jungler. Could be a 4v4, but Deft's under tower.
Again, so many tools from DRX to kick this fight off, to isolate and lock down a single target, instantly trying to burn. Hands looking for the reset. Pyosik getting into the pit, but it ticked down, igniting, burning. Zeka in the back line, getting pushed out of his own shroud as well. The team retreats, but still, he will take down the hands. DRX finding the kill in exchange for the dragon. Can they get anything else? Ruler over the wall, looking for poke. They've corralled Chovy, they've corralled Peanut. They're locking him down. They handshake it back into the waiting arms, and DRX take the fight.
Gen.G get the dragon, but one combo. Zeka's ult is up, but Lehens is first to this objective. Beryl is a little bit slow, so the DRX take the 4v3 while they wait for Beryl. Does Pyosik look for the steal? He has no flash, but he has the ult. Let's watch Zeka though. When does he go into
the side? The Orn has been blown, but it will be interrupted. Looking for a bit of vengeance after that lane phase. Kingen burning, ticking, falling down. As Lehens will take the kill, the Herald as well. Atlanta cheering, ready for more. Dragon dropping in favor of DRX, evening it up as you highlighted. 1,000 gold advantage to them now. Bit of trading on the top side.
Wait,
We're taking the tower. We want it. There it is! 1v1. Get the solo bolo guy.
Zeka is on the way and he's hunting. He's blocked by the Crux. He couldn't get around the wall there, but he does see Lehens has the flash, has the ult.
Fishing for the stuns. Now going to find the lockdown. Immediately going to get the reset. Now he's the karma. Oh my God! And brother will kill brother as a hostile takeover gets the job done. Ruler taken out. Chovy is here. Chovy will try to strike back, but he's thrown in. He takes one back in return. Chovy trying to hold on. Chovy trying to keep the ship afloat, but DRX continue the push on the bottom.
In the 1-for-1. but what is enough to trade back is Chovy. Arrives a little bit too late, maybe could have been here.
Well, that thought Barrel caught out. Handshake coming in. Barrel trying to retreat as much as he can. Will get burned down. Instead, will not be bailed out. Ruler grabbing that kill back in response. Gen.G showing signs of the bottom side. Will deny a few more creeps before knocking this one down.
First brick, also be a lot of gold over to Kingen. 450 in his back pocket.
Away. And you highlighted it again. The two players that matter on the side of Gen.G.
Peanut has the Herald. Is he going to place it? They're going to get this mid-wave in and they're pinging towards top side. Gen.G want to look for a cross map, but Kingen has TP. There's the Herald.
There's Doran fishing, locked down. Death now going to get taken out. They're trying to burn through him, but he's still standing for now. Hostile takeover. Can he get it? He's been leveled out. He lives for far too long. Pyosik now looking for a little bit more, and here comes Kingen. Barrel now trying to get something back, but Ruler just a bit too slippery. Zeka on the flank. The Herald will finish the tower, but DRX have their eyes set on the kills.
Ruler flashes away. Zeka still hunting and looking. Peanut barely escapes. It turns into a 1-for-1. DRX want to force this tower down because Chovy's taking their top tower, and they should be able to get it pretty handily. Lehens with no summoners up too far, and DRX strike back on Gen.G's play once again. Deft living for so long. Tower. Summoners blown across the board.
DRX, you can see, trying to up the speed of this game. Chovy doing everything he can to get waves on the side lane, and Zeka now fishing.
No way.
The 1v1, the young prodigy versus Mr. Consistent, leaping back, he hits the mark. Chovy has to be so incredibly careful.
Around. I think he can walk up in their face and just try to clear the wave. I don't think there's that much of a threat unless they hit the tower. Kingen's gonna land the knockup. The tower will die.
Chovy over the wall, hostile takeover. Now dashing out to safety, that's the TP now coming in. Peanut is still healing up, still holding on for now. The TP has been canceled. Clean play coming in from Doran off screen to stop Zeka from coming to the fight, but Peanut will fall in exchange for the tower.
Something to get from that play because of how small the wave was. Chovy doesn't have a tower behind him. Does have the TP though. In comes Pyosik, full committing.
Push back, not gonna matter when he's unstoppable. Chovy into the waiting arms of Pyosik. Hand delivered by Kingen and Barrel. Tooth, the sustained damage is there, but Zeka not interested in facing them in the 5v5, looking for Doran here in the side lane, pushing him away, threatening, and now looking for the pick onto Peanut, but Peanut is a very tanky boy. Huge ult from Ruler, trying to burn down Death. The bailout will not be enough. It's clean.
TP from Doran to make sure they're safe. He knows Zeka is looking for a play. Hostile takeover is big though.
Big. Ruler now has to cleanse it out. Looking for the fishing for downtown. Now Pyosik getting the reset, stepping forward as the Karma wants to get the snare desperately. Zeka waiting over the wall. He's been locked up, but it's a clean ulti out from Pyosik. He will not be locked down. He will not be stopped. There's no CC left on the side of Gen.G. DRX retreating back towards the Dragon, ready for the 4v4.
Pyosik's having the series of his life right now.
Doran, handshake. Zeka on the flank, looking for Ruler. He gets it. He gets the R. He gets everything he wants, and now he can try to find another one. Zeka 2 clean again. Zeka, time after time, in the face of Chovy. Damn your church. He is here to win.
Do not forget the name. Zeka does it every single.
It's into the game. 6K in the lead. They're going to get that third Dragon from Deft on the bottom side. They're going to get the Baron from the other 4 members of the team. They are slaughtering Gen.G in the semifinals.
Don't think they can. Deft has no flash. Zeka has no flash. It's quick, hard to walk up. Gen.G have a little bit of range.
Keep your eyes on the ultimate and the shuriken flip from Zeka. If either of those connect, if he gets into melee range, he will eliminate the carries. Hostile takeover, zoning away. Ulti, zoning away. Call of the Forge God used just to make sure. Steady siege in the mid lane. Gen.G have to find a way to break this, but it is so hard. The ulti now connecting from Deft, but there will be no follow-up yet.
They can't afford to trade, so they're forced into this bot side river. They'll get a bit of control as Zeka pushes in bot. TP down to get this tower, but he'll be a looming flank, and Deft needs to be careful.
Good sidestep, catching out Kingen. Kingen going face first into the pillar. He will break it, but now he's forced to flash out to safety. Chovy fishing. Kingen going golden, trying to buy a bit more time. Hostile takeover, the flash coming out as well. Ruler hitting Chovy left and right, and it's Zeka onto the back line, but for now he's only hitting Doran. Fishing for the angle, trying to get something done. It's into the back end. Again, it's Zeka! How do they do it every single time? This man might just be the cleanest Akali in the world. DRX take the fight, set their sights on the mid lane. They don't need the Baron.
And they're gonna end. Deft kills Chovy. TP in from Kingen. DRX don't care about this Dragon. They don't care about soul point. They care about match point. They care about series point.
DRX, a victory march into the enemy base as they move to match point versus Gen.G.
That man A lot of behind Gen.G's bot lane. A hook could mean a flash could be a follow-up.
Is also super low at this stage. They're starting to trade, they're getting aggressive. Barrel needs to get out of this one. Unbreakable already burned, Ignite now ticking, but Barrel will walk away safe. In the meantime, Pyosik just trying to take the dragon. It's getting lower, it's ticking. Peanut waiting over the wall. Can they finish it? But yes, just barely they will find it. Now body blocking, stepping forward. Zeka, the bouncer at the door. Top side power that Gen.G drafted for. Fishing for that stun now. You can see Viego in the bush, Peanut in the bush waiting. Reset here big though. Now Lahan's looking for the engage, trying to find the lockdown. Locked out Barrel, unbreakable, but now should surely fall. But here comes Zeka and the rest of the team. They're gonna lock down, they're gonna find first blood. Barrel still alive on the backside. The Lamb's respite, buying so much time. Gen.G knows that they need to get something back, but Deft is unafraid. Deft is still free firing at the pullback from Ruler. It's clean, but it's not quite enough to finish the job as Zeka dives into the back line. Still standing for now, but surely he should fall. And everybody is so low. How are they still alive? But the feathers fly. Ruler finds one, wishes for two, tries to find another. Barrel will finally fall, and Gen.G fire back.
Such a back and forth fight. It tries to get down there by the looks of it. They're gonna start it up though.
Gen.G, big Barrel again. Getting hit with the hook is big. Unbreakable gonna buy a few more seconds. He needs to leap back into the arms of Pyosik. Now the retreat coming out. The hook coming in from over the wall. Big ulti coming in from Deft. And that's the pick now on the backside. Kingen looking for the avenue, looking for the entrance, but the side steps are clean from Gen.G. They will not let that cast connect, but it's Pyosik back onto the dragon. Pyosik with priority access, the pick. Giving the dragon over to DRX.
That's the power of the Braum.
History for any individual player to go from middle of the pack to potentially the best. Fighting for that opportunity now. Chovy holding on the taunt now, coming in. Kingen ready to go in over the wall. Chovy, goodbye. You don't got a stopwatch anymore. Peanut now running, doing what he can to escape.
Look at them go, and they're not done just yet. Kingen's trying to find Peanuts. Doran's hitting the top tower. He'll pick up the first turret of the game. Pyosik is around. Barrel is moving up. Deft's pushing out bot. We'll see if they take this fight. We'll see if they try to take down the Renekton.
Looking to burn down Doran. Doran popping the ulti, the burst if he can turn here, but he's running out of fury. The Kolomik not going to connect. Looking to finish the job
with Doran on the flank.
Over the wall. Hook now going in under the Braum. Zeka onto the flank, fishing for the angle. Will lock up Ruler. Ruler immediately going to cleanse. Now the fog coming in for the Braum. Ruler untouched to the backside. Keep your eyes on the feather. They could just be everything. That's going to be the shutdown. Doran leaping forward. Ruler untouched. Now Gen.G, they see their opportunity. Peanut stepping forward, peeling back now. Barrel and Deft, the last two standing. Kingen off to the side, but it is Gen.G.
Of Gen.G to take down Zeka.
And this is the level of decisiveness we needed to see from Gen.G if they wanted to bring us to a game 5. They cannot hesitate on these cooldowns against this Braum or against this Kindred. And now they fish for the dive. Kingen trying to buy as much space as he can. The tower surely set to fall. Chovy now chasing, running. This Gragas, there's no way you can make it on this one. Locked up, the CC coming through. Kingen will fall. Doran on a killing spree.
Herald placed in mid. DRX are playing on 2 lanes here. They'll look for mid tier 1 and top tier 1. Gen.G, great tempo cheat. You know, if you don't have a push in the lane or you're not confident enough to siege because they have wave clear, it's a cheat button to make sure that you can answer across.
Caught out. 1, 2, 3, 4 on the concussive blow stack. Zeka waiting off to the side. The support surely going to fall. The Ruler has to be watched, has to be respected. Doran, Chovy on the front line. They put them into the meat grinder. Taking them out one at a time. DRX overstepping their welcome in the enemy jungle.
That's the second time to fight this, do they? They're just going to give it up. No real harm done. Evening up the Dragons. They need more time for Deft to pick up a third ice to kite back and deal out the damage. But if he can find that stun onto Pyosik again, Gen.G will win the fight. Pyosik
on the wall. Barrel to follow, immediately fishing for the opportunity, but he's still going to get locked on the flank forward. Barrel and Pyosik, the dynamic duo. Support and jungle now turn their sights on the Baron.
That is, they get a TP, they get an ultimate, they get a pick. Zeka knows Doran's up here.
But you know the pressure on them because the second he went down, Doran immediately TP'd. They can't afford to misstep. You see the pressure time and time again, but it is Zeka zoning, looking for an opportunity, trying to lock down the Renekton. Pyosik coming over the wall, ready to deal the damage. Concussive blows have marked him. Ignite has marked him, and there is no one here to protect him. It is Doran versus the world. It is Doran versus DRX, and DRX come out on top.
And they're capitalized yet, but he wants to zone them away. Don't forget about the Kindred ult. They could bait it once again.
Looking for that opportunity, locking Peanut out of the pit. It's getting lower and lower. There's no jungle, and it does not matter. That is the Baron for DRX. Peanut now has to run unstoppable on the retreat. Peanut perhaps can fish for the steal, but instead, happy to just go back to his own safety of the jungle.
It's Ruler. Incredibly strong. DRX need to respect it. They're playing 1-4 right now. Kingen doesn't have TP, but neither does Doran. Ruler is showing
side, playing across 2 lanes. Doing what they can with their range advantage, but respecting the potential for Gen.G.
Watch Kingan's ult. He might be looking at it from over the wall. There's the ult.
Lock up. Now trying to take out Doran. Doran, how much more time does he have? Follow-up lock-up is going to hit Lands. It might hit Ruler as well. They're trying to lock down everybody. Chovy being pushed away. It will be the tier 2 falling. Gen.G no better. Single misstep, a single mistake, and either side will leap into the enemy backline. 6K getting lower. DRX think this is their opportunity. Barrel looking for the knockup, and he drives it! And it's the soul! And it will be a slaughter in the pit! Pyoshik and Deft back as brothers slaughtering the front line and the back line of Gen.G. It is Ruler versus the world, but the Gale Force will not be enough. He's dead! Kingan's gonna get the kill! No, Ruler turns it around! He gets Kingan! He gets Barrel! He falls! It's 3 members of DRX left! Chovy!
Such powerful buffs to look for the win. They're waiting on the respawns of Barrel and Kingan to make sure everybody has a piece of the Baron buff. And with 5 sandbox to almost pushing their ticket to the World's Finals.
Barrel looking for Ruler! It could just be everything. He's forcing it out now, buying as much time as they can with the Lamb's Rest, but if they want to keep this fight going, DRX do not want a slow game. They find their pick. They find the angle. Doran spotted out. He will not be able to TP back to help the rest of the team. The siege begins for DRX.
You're slowly holding on, but DRX will start to move forwards. They'll start to push them back. They'll start to look for a base break, and they'll get it. Inhibitor will fall. DRX put a dent already into Gen.G. The world champions from 2017, looking incredibly vulnerable right now. DRX looking for Nexus towers.
Barrel blocking what he can. A lot of damage under the Nexus towers. Zach already breaking open mid lane. A second inhibitor surely will fall. Gen.G knowing that this next fight will be their last. Stepping back, buying brief moments, and they get it. Stepping in, the carries are so strong. Doran goes into the meat grinder, and he is taken out. It is domination for the team.
8 years ago, Def fell to his sister team in Samsung White, but today, in the face of insurmountable odds, he stands tall.
The last dance goes on. The stage is set. It is one final chapter. It is one more page in the legacy of Deft. He has one chance to kill the king, and today he did not miss.
And the king is waiting in the World Finals. Gen.G